Hello. All right. Court is calling 2026 CR 003283 State versus Stephen Lamone. Can I have parties announced?
Renee Munoz on behalf of Mr. Limon.
And are you Mr. Lamone?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Lamone, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Lamone, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
You're charged with driving while intoxicated, third or more. That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state will call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Judge.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
That is correct.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Lamone, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 8 years in the prison. There's a $0 fine. The state is recommending community supervision. This is running concurrent with 2025 CR 007431. Restitution, if any, and 2-year driver license suspension or affidavit of non-driving. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense state?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand any such motions?
Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community service, restitution, 10 days in the Bexar County Jail, participation in the felony drug court, DWI intervention, VIP live, and ignition interlock for half the term. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
To the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
No objection.
All right. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, and most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence state's exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. All right, proceeding with sentencing.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm assuming he's already been accepted into felony drug court?
He has, judge, in that case that is to run concurrent is also a case that he's currently on.
All right. So here's the thing. And I know I probably told this to you before when you were placed on probation. You can't drink alcohol, period. And if you continue the way you are, one, you're going to end up destroying your liver. And then you're going to be on some site asking for somebody to donate a liver. You're going to destroy your kidneys, or you may end up killing someone. You understand? And I understand that you have military service, but any issues that you have that's related to that, you're going to have to start addressing those, and not through alcohol, because otherwise it's not going to end well. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. This is what the court will do. The court is going to sentence you, as previously stated, the court, I'll state, you may be excused. As previously stated, the court is going to find you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 8 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 5 years. There's to be regular random UAs, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, proof of employment within 45 days of release, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. He's to remain in custody counsel until released by felony drug court.
Yes, Your Honor.
There's to be a 2-year license suspension. This is to run concurrent with 2025 CR 007431. 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to deduct an hour for every sober support meeting that's completed. Field visits 1 time per month until further notice. DWI intervention, DWI education, VIP live, restitution, if any, to Paul Sparks. Ms. Ferguson, I need a restitution date. State, how long will it take to get restitution?
But 2 weeks is fine.
All right, can you set it 3 weeks? All right, that'll be May 26th for the restitution hearing. And I assume they said in here that they would allow an affidavit of non-driving, but what I'm going to tell you, if you have access to any vehicles, like it's in your parking lot, I don't care if it's somebody you're living with and it's their vehicle, then for the court, you have access to that vehicle, and that vehicle will need ignition and interlock. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so
Your Honor, one quick question regarding the restitution hearing. If he is in an inpatient facility, can he appear through Zoom?
yes.
Okay.
So that's ignition interlock, full term, or affidavit of non-driving with proof of no access to vehicles. And probation, I know it's hard for people to prove a negative, but once you all go to the home, you'll be able to see if he has access to vehicles. So it's ignition interlock full term or affidavit of non-driving with proof of no access to vehicles. And that will be with a portable alcohol monitoring device. 10 days in the Bexar County Jail as a condition of probation. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, so here's the thing. You got to figure out why you're using, and you've got to figure out what works for you to maintain your sobriety. And if there are people who are around you who realize that you shouldn't be drinking, and they tell you, oh, it's just one drink, those are not your friends, and you're going to have to cut them off. Your sobriety needs to be your #1 priority, okay?
That's good.
All right, good luck to you, okay?